Hello. Ugh. Been pushing this one off for a little bit. It is myself rewatching and narrating a reaction I did because there's no mic uh, I captured on it. Which really sucks, actually, because 17's been a big what's the word? What am I trying to say? I've been really enjoying my time with 17 thus far. And for it to all just come crashing down. Obviously, this is an exaggeration and all, but I mean, I really wanted to make it, work. So what I reacted to is called Fear, or Tok, which is more like poison or venom. And here's my face here. So I'm gonna be muted, right? Because I don't have mic captured, basically. So let's let them talk, and I'll talk as well. For those that don't know, I'm a Korean American that's followed Korean music since the late 80s to the early 2010s, and then I'm playing catch up, basically. 17 is a third gen group, and even now when I think about it, I didn't really know them. They must have really started coming in to the play when I stopped really paying attention. Similar to like I guess Dreamcatcher wouldn't fit because they're like 2017 is their debut, and I think 2015 was 17's debut. So it's a little different in timeline. But I'm gonna fast forward here so we could get this show on the road. So that reaction was me reacting to, is it Wonu? Is that his name? Wonu's start to the song. I made significant progress in trying to learn these people as well. That was Joshua, I believe. Or is this Joshua? No, maybe I didn't make that much progress, but I need a little volume on my end. This is Uji. This is B8 or the 8. This is Chong'an, right? I'm all nervous now. This is Joshua? Not before the 8 came out there? That's Coops. So there's definitely things I learned from this song now that I've learned the Mesmerist more. A lot of those high notes are coming from Seungkwan and DK and Uji. This is Joshua, right? Singing there? No idea what I was saying when I was reacting to it. I vaguely remember like the feelings that I had, but I don't remember exactly what I was saying, unfortunately. So the narration is going to be pretty boring. I actually recorded this like 5 days ago. So while thinking about what he's thinking in the footage here, I'm gonna say the song had to grow on me just a little bit. I thought the song sounded great. It set a really good tone, a great tone actually. And then here I am trying to figure out the members again because I still haven't memorized all of them, and I still haven't today as well, even after this session. But I'm getting closer. I think I've memorized at least the names that exist in the group. I just don't remember at times the face to the name. I think the name that I had a hard time remembering was Mingyu for a while there. But one of the things I noticed about the group this is probably on my channel, this is probably the most members in a group that I've reacted to. Obviously Super Junior I think also had 11 or 12 or something like that, so they were pretty close back in the day. But the one thing I did not excuse you. The one thing I didn't really, rather, one thing that I'm kind of wish I didn't feel this was being that there's 13 members. I really want to hear more of, you know, was it Wanu? Is that what his name is? I'm really sorry if I'm butchering it. The person that started the song in the rap with a deeper voice. Da, 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 poison, whatever he said there. I want to hear more of him, right? I almost feel like he didn't show up again on the rest of the song after starting it. But there's just so many people, you have to disperse the lines, right? In that regard, you know, I wished I heard more of the song, more of the members, and that's why you guys mentioned subunits. I should be checking out subunits and all that stuff, which is good news then. You know, if I could hear more of each member, that'd be great. You know, S-Coop's rap was probably the longer, pretty significant in the song, but I really want to hear more of his rap. I want to hear more of Vernon's rap. I want to, you know, there was more to be desired overall because I just want to hear more of each member. So that's going to be remedied, I think, by as I learn more about 17, as I learn more about their discography. That's such a strong way to start the song. By the way, I really enjoy watching Bushi. He really just sticks out, Bushi, I mean. I'm actually enjoying Seungwan's voice as well as GK's voice a lot nowadays. I like this part of the dance as well. Is Bucket Hat the 8? And this is Joshua, right? Someone's got a nice voice. And that Uji's got a nice voice as well. I like it when Uji and Sangwan go back and forth actually like that. And then DK and Sungwon going at it there. Here I am pointing out. That's DK, right? That was DK hitting those high notes as well. Because DK's got a pretty thick voice, right? Like a pretty dark voice, I should say. But he could get up there as well, it sounds like. Here's me pointing out that some of these pictures are very unhelpful in identifying these members. And here's Uji, you could tell exactly who he is, right? Even Wonu, I couldn't tell who Wonu was for a long time because these pictures suck. Like Sungwan, you could tell right away. Vernon, you could see his face, right? Some of these pictures are really hard to use as a guide. And I also learned recently that Dino and Hoshi are... I called someone that moves like Hoshi, like kind of moves Hoshi like, and that's Dino. Yeah, I have no idea. I wish I could have shared this with you. My initial reaction, to be honest, because I had a lot to say actually. Like Hot and Rock With You, both like middle of the road to a little higher than middle of the road songs to me. Both have actually climbed the ranks, and I find myself singing Hot, 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 you know, like on occasion by myself, just, you know, hanging out. So
everything turns gray.
I actually really enjoyed this behind the scenes. I need to lower the volume. Hold on one second. Oh, sorry about that. I got a little distracted with a phone call. So where was I? I didn't pause the video exactly where I left off, so it might be a little ahead of where I was earlier. Ah, that's right. Like, what am I watching? I'm watching myself, checking that was the 8 or the 8. And I'm gonna do this a few times, going back and forth. So up front is Hoshi. I remember this, and I think the gentleman in the middle here with the red, yellow, and navy color t-shirt, vest, sweater type thing. That was Dino. I'm trying to confirm like his eye shape is that him or not. I couldn't tell, but I'm pretty sure that's Dino. And I was definitely commenting on the difficulty, and they're obviously discussing the details of this portion where they're starting the song up and they're doing this together, right? And everyone needs to be in sync, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, stop.
Yeah, they're trying to be as in sync as possible, right? And when to start, how fast you need to come up. It's you know, you got to make sure everyone is on the same page with this. People know immediately when they've messed up a little bit or something.
연습할 때는 유난히 더 신경 쓰는 것 같아요. 워낙
I'm gonna skip along a little bit just in the interest of time.
하면서 감정들이기 때문에
Yes.
조금은
Yeah, this is
표현하는 게
Dino.
좋을 것 같습니다. 이게 누르면서 이게 첫 번째 스크랩.
Dino and Joshua here. I love that enthusiasm. You got it. Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
I remember this. Jun was, he was saying he's used to spinning or twirling, whatever you call it. Oh, there he is. Yeah. It's not just a traditional spin. It is a dizzying turn, is what he's saying. I think he was very concerned about this part. Spinning like a drunk person he's never done before is what he said there. This guy's name is Wonu, right? Wonu, right? Right?
곡에서는 도겸이가 없어요. 도겸이를 버리려고.
This is DK.
도겸이라 이렇게 말할 수 없을 것 같아요.
No, not Ningju. Ah, all right, buddy. You're out of time. That looked great, June, by the way.
안무도 안무지만 지금 안무를 하면서 표정이 나와줘야 돼서.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're talking about 표정, like expression, expressing, right? Facially and such is what he's probably talking about here. They need to he sometimes forgets what face he should have, right? What expression he should have during the performance. I need to cheat. Wonu. I was right. Okay. Good. I'm pretty sure he's Chonghan, right? Or that was Joshua, actually. Vernon, unmistakable. Uji, unmistakable. God, Hoshi. I don't even think I don't think there's a big dance skill disparity between Hoshi and the others. I think it's just some people are just able to express emotion with their movements. I think this is my favorite part of the song. I really like this. Yeah.
곡을 보시면서 그냥 안무가 멋있고 노래가 좋은 뭐 여기서 그치지 않고 저희들이 표현하고 싶은 감정들이 이렇게 연습한 만큼 보시는 분들과 들으시는 분들께 잘 전달이 됐으면 좋겠습니다. 다음 연습도 잘하고 컴백 때도 정말 좋은 모습 보여드릴게요.
I feel like I've seen S-Coops from somewhere before. In real life or not. No idea why. He's got a very distinct and unique face, and I feel like I've seen him before. It took me a while to understand what they were doing here.
야, 저놈은 필래? 카메라 신경 썼네. 떨어지면 아웃이야. 절반 이상. 절반 이거 뭐야? 절반 이상이 다 올라가. 진짜 지금 딱 절반이라서 어떻게 돼? 왜냐면 이건 절반보다 부피가 커서.
Yeah, so I'm gonna skip along a little bit.
제대로 있죠. 나 이거 하면 3분 뒤에 했어? 3초 안에 안 탈라? 그래 3초 하자. 나이스 나이스. 잠깐만. 하나 왜 되는 거야? 아빠 이게 멋있다. 와. 진짜 멋있다. 카톡 하다가 바로 이거야. 여유롭네.
Who was that just in the black shirt that just threw that cell phone like it's nothing? Is that Mingyu? I think that's Mingyu. I'm pretty sure everyone here that's watching this has seen this before, right? And you guys know who wins or loses, I should say rather.
한명 청소, 두명 청소. 마지막에 고시야. 가자. 자, 가자.
That's June. I remember that.
살살 던져, 살살. 할 수 있어. 살살.
Joshua does not make it, and Wonu is the last one that makes it.
슛.
Oh, that was DK.
우리가 눈 감고 아무 반응도 안 하고 있을게. 눈 떠서 확인해 봐. 우리 아무 반응도 안 할게. 조용히 귀 막아.
This is funny.
이형 알지? 수영 형에서 사겠지 이거 나한테 수영 시켜줘갖고 자기
That was
나
good.
이러고 있을 때 자기 걸어가지고 한치의 망설임도 없었어. 야, 내 발소리가 아니다.
발소리가 his footsteps. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
캐논 현 영상 1위 나왔다. 진짜 최고다. 최고였다 이거. 돌려볼 수 없나? 너무 보고 싶다. 이거 각이야.
He's trying to be all sneaky like, and he got caught.
네, 저희가 또 힘든 멤버들을 위해서 저희 둘이 자진해서 그쵸 봉사하는 마음으로
So it's Joshua, 정한.
했습니다. 저희
정한?
이렇게 두 형들이 동생들을 위해서
Forgot the name.
청소를 하는
I'm
모습.
pretty sure it's Jonghyun or Jonghan or something.
참된
Cheat. No. This is Joshua. This is hey. Jonghan, right? Jonghan. Okay. So yeah, anyways, they lose the battle, so they are going to clean up basically, and they were basically having a little spiel about they were concerned for their dongsengs or their younger members. So the older people should be doing it, the cleaning duties, to let them rest as much as they can, is what they were saying. Let's get this intro. My neck. Oh! Mingyu. I need to learn Mingyu. I'm trying to learn his face here. I think this is pre-recorded, is what I determined, but I don't remember. I really like how Seungwan comes in with that kind of head voice, singing there. This song definitely, I feel like, has a distinct lack of Hoshi, but that's what can I don't have any control over that. Huh. I know I can't take no more. I don't even know what to call this genre of song to finish that sentence. Yeah, the reason I remember thinking it was pre-recorded is because the strong movements didn't match the voice coming out. But it doesn't mean I don't think they're singing while they're on there. I just think what I'm hearing here is pre-recorded. But I bet a lot of them are singing anyway. Maybe there's actually a mixture of the two. I don't know, live and pre-recorded. Ah, I remember this part. I was talking about Vernon being, I believe he is a mixture of Korean and American, like white.
Mnet.
And I was talking about how Vernon has. I'm doing the same exact thing here. His eyebrows are just inanimate. His anatomy is where his has it so that his eyebrow is placed lower. And I was just talking about, I had my best friend of, you know, how long have we been friends now? I've known him since probably 20 years ago, and we've been best friends since 2004, so 18 years now. 18 years. Is that right? Wow. It is 18 years. So, and he's got a bit of like German descent in him, right? Like if you really trace it back up a little, and he's got very prominent eyebrows, and it sticks out like out and down. So even though his eyes are like open, like my eyebrows are way up here, right? Typical Asian, but his eyebrows are just default down here, even when his eyes are open. It's if you look sideways though, it's actually sticking out. His bone structure is just that. And Vernon is able to have this expression, I think, even more so because he's got that. I have no idea what's. Oh, I know what I'm doing here. I'm thinking about what I think about the song. I was actually trying to find reasons to not give it a 10 because that's what you're supposed to do. The 10 out of 10 is supposed to be the like the epitome of perfection, kind of, right? It's really just a scale of how much I like a song, right? And my only gripe with the song is just wanting to hear more of certain members, or all members, really. But I like, you know, like I said, Wonu, I want to hear more of Wonu's rapping and Vernon's rapping and S-Coop's rapping. I want to hear more of Hoshi singing and rapping or whatever he's doing on this song, which I don't even remember. I want to hear more of Seungwan and Uji and DK, like, you know, like. But I can't hold that against the song. My wanting to hear more of certain members, and if that's the only gripe I had, I have no choice but to give it a 10. This is a 10 out of 10. Fear or Tok is a great song. I like it a lot. It checks the marks for what I like about a song. It's catchy. It's it doesn't have that. So far, what I really appreciate about 17, by the way, is all their songs have continuity. It's not 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 songs in one song. Um, Granted, I don't mind certain songs if it works. Stray Kids is guilty for having really big change ups in their songs, like breakdowns. Right, as much as I love God's Menu, it's one of my favorite songs. Uh, when I first heard that breakdown into before the chorus, uh, I was like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about that, blah 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 blah, because I didn't really like. I don't like stark or drastic changes to music in the same song. 17 keeps continuity in their music. All their parts of the song sound cohesive in like one song, and I really, really appreciate that because sometimes I'll give a harsh score to songs because changes are too drastic at times. And then here I am listening to the song again. In the interest of time, I'll skip ahead a little bit here. And I'm trying to get the names down. Actually, it's a good point. Just off the top of my head, I have an S Coops. I have a Joshua. I have a Chonghan. There's a DK. There's a Uji. There's a Seungwan. There's a Jun. There's a Hoshi. There's a Mingyu. Wonu. Dino. Another day. I know there's a D8 that I just remembered now. And there's Vernon, which I obviously know. Those are the 13 members, and I just couldn't remember their names. Anyways, I'm getting their names down. I definitely am. I just... I think by the end of the next reaction I do of 17, I'll be pretty comfortable by at least having their names down and probably being able to identify them. Yeah, so Fear, Top, fantastic song. I really enjoyed it. Let me see if there's anything else on this reaction that I should... I'll watch the music video again, it looks like. Kind of want to listen to the climax of the song again. I just want to So it's not the climax of the song. I want to hear someone's and DK's high notes and Uji's. Hey, don't interrupt my freaking... Oh, I remember this. I was checking to see if I could hit their high notes myself, and I can't. Probably doesn't sound as good as them, by the way, but I can't hit them. Maybe not this part, though. Disappointed. I'm looking at you. Next time, check if your microphone's working, loser. Yeah, so I'm gonna go on a monologue here. You guys can watch this guy and trying to figure out what he's saying. I'm going to explain it in a much more concise and quick manner because I still have like 5 minutes in the video that I'm watching here. So 10 out of 10. This is a great song. By the way, the 10 out of 10 out of 10 scale is a completely biased, completely subjective, completely arbitrary, completely inconsistent rating scale of how much I personally like a song. It's not critical. It's not all that fun jazz. It's a 10 out of 10. I like it. Really enjoy my time with 17. I was very intimidated because of how many members there are when I started getting into them. And I also know 17 has a very dedicated fan base. And whenever I hear about, whenever I think about approaching a dedicated fan base, I'm kind of nervous about it, right? Like, ooh, might be opening up a can of worms in terms of receiving hate because I sell a brand of honest reactions, and sometimes honesty can rub people the wrong way. I try to be politically correct with my honesty, but I will tell you outright if I don't like a song. There have been a few times where I just flat out say I don't like the song. The song started when I first listened to the song, like the first iteration of listening to the song on this reaction, it was probably like a 7. And then like the third listen made it a like 9, and then like every subsequent listen after that it was like a 10. It's a good song. I like it, and I really like the that part's great. Oh, my ears they're sweating. So where should I go next? If you have any specific reactions you want me to see ahead of others, I have a list of 17 songs I need to get to. But if the one has any specific suggestions, I will continue to go off of previous video reactions, I should say, and then also just keep kind of going on with it. I don't have a lot of sub unit requests, I think. So if you want to add some of those, just get them in there. Don't worry about requesting something that's already been requested. If anything, all that means is, oh, I've heard people say they want to hear hit. You know, more than a few people want to have mentioned hit. Then I'll be like, oh, maybe that's the one I should react to next, right? So across all the videos, I'm taking mental notes of titles that come up more than others as well. So even if it's a repeat, just do it. Just go ahead and say, oh, I said Hoshi's my bias. I want to see what the distribution looks like. And I was actually pretty surprised that Seungwan is so low, considering he has a lot of those high parts. But it is what it is. Mingyu, he's a tall, muscular, handsome guy. Maybe that's why Wanu's another tall, handsome, deep voiced rapper guy, right? So maybe that's why there's a big disparity, at least on this K profile site. But anyways, back to 17. Really enjoy my time with them. I really appreciate you guys taking part in that poll to get me introduced to 17. This is a great time. I'm really, really enjoying myself. And I'm really looking forward to the next one. Again, I apologize for this format. How do I do this? It's all backwards. My brain can't process it. This format. I apologize for that. I don't really like doing this format. It not only is it double the work for me, but it's like I wish I could share with you what I'm saying here. It's probably more. There's probably more information from the feelings I was experiencing at the time, but it is what it is. Next time I'll double check to make sure there's no mic problems. With that said, have a good morning, good evening, good day, whatever time it is. If you haven't already, liked the video, subscribe if you haven't. Really helps me out. As he says, many hearts to you for still here. Even more hearts to you. I'm hoping you guys will. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye. He's still talking.